So in the previous example, this is the main method. In the part 2, we saw how to run the queries, and this query 1, query 2, query 3. The problem in this approach is that we have 3 loops, and this is it is like order n cube, and it is highly discouraged. Although it looks simple in terms of implementation, that you just have 3 loops and you can address any problem by this long if condition, but we can improve it. Here is another way of doing it. I put in under main 2, but in this approach we also relied on these 2 classes of the Java util package, Hashtable, which is like a dictionary in Python, and HashSet, which is like a set in Python. So in the constructor, we make now 2 things, because our student array, it only gives us the, here is our student, so it only gives us the student array, not the hash table, and we don't want to change it. So in the main 2, what happened, we keep that one, but we also make our hash table. And when we were going to the student, just printing it, we put the values in the hash table. Here the syntax is, the method is the put. The students table, we put it. The hash table is like a distance, a key value pair. So key is the ID, value is the student object. Same thing we do with the courses. We make the courses, we have the courses array, and we also make the courses table. And when we make a new hash table, the first one is the key, second is the value, key value pair, and here is the key. Same thing for the third one. When we are reading the offering, we get the array, and we also make the hash table. So in the constructor, so now 3 things are done. I mean, like 3, the students, courses, and offering. But for each one, we have 2 structures. We have an array. We also have an hash table. Now let's see the first query. So the first query is to list the names and grades of all students taking the course, taking the given course number. So in that case, first what we do, you can see this is separate for loop. We go through all the courses and find out those IDs which match with this given course number, because course number can be repeated in multiple semesters, so we want to keep track of it. So we get all those course IDs, and it's a hash set. In hash set we only need one thing, so it avoid duplicates. So we get the course, we got IDs for all the required, for all the interested courses. Now we have this our for loop, separate for loop. There's not inner, the 2 separate for loop for the offering, and we check if this in this our resultant courses, if it contains the course ID. Now this contains, since it is a set, its order is O1. It is not loop inside a loop. It is ON. It is not n square order. So if it contains, then we pulled again, since we are retrieving from the hash table, this order is also O1. So all these 2 operations, they become O1 because of the set and the hash table. But in the array, it is ON. Take n times, we have to go through the whole loop. So we, for that offering, if course is our interest in courses, we pull that offering student information and we print it. That's it. Similarly, for query 2, we need to find the names of all students enrolled in a given semester. So first we find what is the ID for. So we are going through our offering, and whenever any semester equals to our given semester, so we get the ID. These are all the students who took the courses in this semester. So we want their names. So we go to the student table, and if ID is inside this our HashSet, then we print the information. And similarly, we go in the query 3. For a given student, print the name and course and grade semester information. So first we go to all the students, get their IDs, and then we go to the offering, and if the student IDs, that IDs we are interested in, if it contains the given student ID, then we retrieve the course information and the student information and we print it.